Have you ever walked into a hotel room and felt a sudden chill, like you're not entirely alone? Imagine that feeling. But now imagine capturing proof of it on camera. Tonight, we're checking into some of the world's most haunted hotels, where guests have recorded experiences so chilling, they'll make you think twice about booking the corner suite. From ghostly apparitions appearing in mirrors to disembodied voices whispering in the dead of night, we've gathered the most compelling and downright terrifying footage ever captured within hotel walls. These aren't just stories passed down through generations. This is evidence, caught on camera by unsuspecting travelers who thought they were just in for a relaxing getaway. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into real-life paranormal encounters that defy explanation. Our first stop is the infamous Stanley Hotel in Colorado, the very place that inspired Stephen King's The Shining for decades. Guests have reported strange occurrences, from phantom piano music echoing through the empty concert hall to the ghostly laughter of children in the hallways. But one family's vacation video captured something truly unsettling. While filming their room, a shadowy figure swiftly passes behind them in the mirror. They didn't notice it at the time, but upon reviewing the footage, the dark, human-shaped silhouette is unmistakable, moving with an eerie speed. What's even creepier, the hotel staff later confirmed that the room they stayed in, room 217, is known for the spirit of a former head housekeeper who still tends to her duties. Was this her, making sure the room was in order? Next, we travel to the Queen Mary, a retired ocean liner permanently docked in Long Beach, California, now serving as a floating hotel. With a history of mysterious deaths, it's considered one of the most haunted places in America. A group of paranormal investigators decided to spend the night in the ship's engine room, an area notorious for strange activity. They set up a static night vision camera and left it running. The footage they captured is nightmare fuel. For hours, nothing happens. Then, suddenly, a heavy metal wrench, which had been sitting on a ledge, lifts into the air and is thrown across the room with incredible force. There was no one there. Investigators believe it is the work of a vengeful spirit of an engineer who was tragically crushed to death in the very spot. The sheer violence of the act is what makes this clip so disturbing. Let's journey across the pond to the Langham Hotel in London, a 5-star establishment with a 5-star haunting. Room 333 is said to be home to several ghosts, including a Victorian-era doctor and a German prince. A journalist, brave enough to stay in the room, set up his camera, hoping to debunk the legends. Instead, he captured evidence that made him a believer. In the middle of the night, the camera recorded the room's temperature plummeting dramatically in seconds. Then, a faint, glowing orb materializes near the foot of the bed, pulsating with a soft light before hovering towards the window and vanishing. The journalist reported feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness wash over him at that exact moment. Could this have been the ghost of the German prince, who famously took his own life in that room just before the outbreak of World War I? Our next story takes us to the historic Hotel Sereno in Seattle. This place is known for the benevolent spirit of Alice B. Toklas, a famous writer and socialite. Her ghost is often seen wandering the 4th floor, and guests frequently report their drinks being mysteriously moved at the bar. One couple, celebrating their anniversary, was taking a selfie in the hallway outside their room. When they looked at the photo, they were stunned. Peering over their shoulders was the faint, translucent face of a woman in vintage clothing, her expression gentle but clear. They showed the photo to the concierge, who immediately identified the spectral photobomber as the hotel's resident ghost, Alice. It's one of the clearest and most surprising pieces of photographic evidence of a spirit interacting, however subtly, with the living. Now, let's head to the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, a landmark frequented by stars of the Golden Age, some of whom seem to have never left. Marilyn Monroe's spirit is famously said to haunt a full-length mirror that was once in her favorite suite. A tourist, fascinated by the story, decided to take a video of the famous mirror, now located in the hotel's lower-level hallway, as she pans her camera across the mirror's surface. A faint, blonde-haired figure momentarily flickers into view, superimposed over her own reflection. It's there for just a split second, a ghostly image of a woman resembling Monroe, before disappearing completely. Skeptics might call it a trick of the light, but for those who have seen the footage, it's a spine-chilling glimpse of Hollywood's most iconic ghost. Our final clip comes from the Myrtles Plantation in Louisiana, often cited as America's most haunted home, which also operates as a bed and breakfast. The plantation is infamous for the legend of Chloe, an enslaved girl whose spirit is said to haunt the property. A guest was filming the exterior of the house, capturing its eerie, antebellum beauty. It wasn't until later that they noticed something terrifying in the background. Standing between two of the main buildings, partially obscured by shadows, is the figure of a young woman wearing a turban, matching the exact description of Chloe. She appears to be watching the person filming, a silent observer from another time. The figure is so clear that it has been analyzed by experts, many of whom cannot find any sign of digital manipulation. These clips are more than just spooky stories. They're unsettling visual records that challenge our understanding of what happens after we die. From shadowy figures and flying objects to ghostly faces appearing in photos and reflections. These hotels seem to be gateways to another world, where the past is never truly gone. The next time you check into a hotel, especially one with a long history, maybe keep your camera rolling. You never know who or what might decide to check in with you. What do you think? Are these videos genuine proof of the paranormal? Or are they just clever hoaxes and tricks of the light? Let us know your theories in the comments below. We read every single one. If you were captivated by these creepy encounters and want to explore more unexplained mysteries caught on camera, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have a lot more terrifying tales to share. Thanks for watching, and try to sleep well tonight.